Hello and good afternoon. Another edition of LDTV Sports. Today we're covering boys varsity playoff soccer. The Toms River North Mariners will take on the Cherokee Chiefs in a battle of the semifinals. I'm Connor McAndrew alongside Joe Malagrana. So, Joe, what do you say about today's game?
Well, the semifinals are here, so both teams are very evenly talented. They have very similar records. Every time they play each other, it's a battle, and I expect no difference today. I think Cherokee looking to avenge a Group 4 final loss last year to the Mariners, which resulted in a loss on PKs. So we should be in for a great one.
Sounds like we got a great one coming up, and we'll be back after this.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or comegnolow.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600. And on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello and welcome to Cherokee High School. Once again, Group 4 semifinals. Live today at 3 o'clock Eastern Time.
And again, another beautiful day here at Cherokee High School.
Absolutely. It's time now for the equitable keys to the game, providing millions of customers with life insurance and new needs and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable. Together, we'll build the right strategy for your future. You can call at 732-452-7275. Toms River North's defensive organization.
Yeah, their strong point is defense. They've only given up 28 goals all year, and they only scored 25. So their defensive communication and organization is going to be very important today.
For Cherokee, it's playing quick with possession.
Well, speed and offense are the Chiefs' strong point. They scored 51 goals this year, so quick possession and quick transition is going to be key for the Chiefs.
And for both sides, it's going to be finishing.
Possession is great, but teams that finish on their opportunities is going to be important today. The first goal is going to be really, really big today.
As those are your keys to the game, sponsored by Equitable. Just a few minutes away from start time between these two schools. Cherokee, the higher seed.
Yeah, they're coming in 2 seed. Number 1 seed is Rancocas Valley. Toms River North is the 6th seed. And Toms River, how they got here was in the first round they defeated Toms River East 2-1. Then they defeated Washington Township in the quarterfinals 2-1. And that ended up here today with the 6th seed Toms River against Cherokee. And Cherokee in the opening round, defeated Camden Tech 6-0. Just a couple days ago, with 2 minutes and 53 seconds, they defeated Cherry Hill East 1-0 on a goal, as I said, with 253, 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining. It sets up today's match, number 2, Cherokee hosting number 6 seed Toms River North.
While we have the time, we'll talk about today's starting lineups. For the Cherokee Chiefs, we have number 4, Jace Willard, junior back. We'll take a quick break from that as we send it over to our Jocelyn Southern Report. Remember, your year with the one-of-a-kind yearbook for your student. Yearbooks and parent ads available online at jostens.com. Let's send it down to Hannah Short with the report.
All right, thank you guys. So I just recently talked to both of our coaches for today's game, and they said that the best way to prepare for today's game is reviewing last year's sectional final game where both Toms River North and Cherokee played each other. Cherokee's coach, Glenn Thompson, is looking to increase the score percentage, as with most games they've been scoring 1 in 20 shots. He wants to see an increase in that in today's game. And Tom River's North coach, Joe Mahone, is suffering from a few injuries, but he says that the chemistry of the team this year is stronger than ever with leadership from 3 seniors. And that's it for now. But back to you, Joe and Connor.
Thank you, Anna. And back to the starting lineup, we have number 8, Brandon Michael, senior midfielder. Number 10, Jackson Biley, senior midfielder. Number 11, Miguel Gratterol, he's a senior midfielder. Senior forward. And then number 12, David Farnan, senior midfielder. Number 14, Alex Eckerd, senior midfielder. Number 17, Steven Trebetta, senior back. Number 18, Matt Kraus, senior forward. Number 19, Dylan Pino, junior forward. Number 21, Nick Antonelli. And number 22, Cole Kurzawa, leading behind the net, coming in today with 46 saves on the season.
And for the visitors from Toms River North, the Mariners, the probable starting lineup. In the net is number 0, Michael Vivola. Number 4, center back, Jack Eubanks, Number 6, forward, Jake Bennett. Number 9, right back, Luke Montanelli. Number 13, midfielder, Christian Cazo. Number 16, and their leading scorer, right wing, Anthony Ruggiero. Number 18, Ray Keller. Number 17, Michael Venegas. Number 22, Matt Bozivev. Number 23, Devin Zimmerman. And number 29, Josh Brazier. And the coach is, again, Joe Mihan, assisted by Joe Swanton and Jerry Klimek.
And for Cherokee, their head coach is Glenn Thompson. They're assisted by Jeff Provost and Bill Butler, as we'll send it over to a brief intermission.
Take flight in the Air Force JROTC non-resident student tuition program, now offered by the Lenape Regional High School District at Seneca High School. Students accepted into the program will receive instruction in air and space fundamentals, leadership and community service opportunities, as well as a top-flight LRHSD education and access to all athletic and extracurricular activities offered at Seneca High School. Along with in-class instruction, Air Force JROTC also includes several extracurricular activities, including teams that learn and compete in drill, color guard, physical challenges, academics, cybersecurity, and aviation. For more information about, or to apply to, the Air Force JROTC non-resident student tuition program at Seneca High School, visit lrhsd.org/tuition.
And we are back live from Cherokee High School. Moments away from start time. Here in a much anticipated semifinal matchup.
You kind of can see from the graphic there, again, Toms River 11-3-1, and Cherokee 13-2-2. I believe the only teams that Cherokee lost to was Shawnee and Cinnaminson, if I remember correctly. Of course, two highly rated teams there. So, again, every time these two meet, they haven't seen each other. They haven't played each other a lot in the last few years. In fact, we already mentioned that last year in November, Toms River North defeated them and had to go to PKs in the South Jersey Group 4. Prior to that, they only met twice, once in 2011 and once in 2010, and Cherokee won both of those games only by 1 goal.
How about that?
So again, two talented teams here. Beautiful day, sun is shining. We're ducking the bees here. Hopefully that'll go away.
But another beautiful day out for playoff action.
Cherokee in their home all orange with white numbers, and have the Mariners in their white unis. Cherokee will be defending the goal right in front of us, and Toms River will be the farthest down. And we're not sure who won the coin toss, who's going to kick off. We'll find that out shortly.
Winner will go to the championship and facing the winner of Rancocas Valley and Kingsway.
Right, and Rancocas Valley again is coming in seeded number 1. Kingsway is number 5. So either way, the final will have 2 quality teams in it, and they'll be playing this Saturday, November the 5th. I'll be getting started here very, very shortly.
Quick team picture for Toms River North is what's holding them up, but now they get out in the field.
Yeah, there's a few good quality cameramen on the sideline there for the Mariners.
Toms River with a bit of a bus ride to get here.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Joe Mayan, and he said it took almost an hour, which we expect about 55 minutes. So I think they shook off all the jet lag, so to speak, and we're ready to go. Looks like Cherokee will be starting. Will be on the offense. We'll turn it over to our play-by-play man, Mr. Connor McAndrew.
Number 8, Brandon Michael, going to begin with the kickoff for the Chiefs. We're set to be underway. And here we go. The Chiefs in orange, Toms River North in white. Pass from Michael. Biley. Michael double teamed, and he loses the ball. Possession stays Cherokee for the throw-in. Inside to Jackson Biley. Biley taken out to the side. Looking for a setup is Michael. Holds that midfield Trombetta. Sends it out of play. Going to the Mariners. Antonelli keeping possession away. Will be Toms River North possession for Ray Keller. Keller finds number 29, Josh Brazier. Cherokee able to keep it out of play, and they'll say...
Yeah, it was deflected off of white. It's going to be Cherokee ball.
Throw in for Nicky Antonelli.
Try to find Michael, and the header by number 4, Jack Eubanks, sent out of play. Back to Cherokee we go for Brandon Michael. Michael pass up the middle to Farnan. David Farnan. And his pass is intercepted and kicked away. And the ball rolls quickly to Cole Kurzawa. And it'll just roll it off. Jace Willard. Last touch by Eckerd. They'll say it was last touch by Toms River North. Alex Eckerd for the throw-in. Gets it down, Miguel Gratterol. Pass intercepted by Toms River North. Good deflection by Willard. The cross pass denied by Antonelli.
Boy, that gets by the defense there, and it's a good scoring opportunity for the Mariners.
Pino trying to find Gratterol. Miguel Gratterol, the leading goal scorer. Try to cross it. Ball's back at midfield. Trebetta with the header. Farnan able to find Kraus. Willard. It's back over to Eckerd. Pino trying to find Michael. And lost possession to number 29, Josh Brazier. Down the other side of the field, Willard able to keep it out of harm. Regained by Eubanks. And now moving down the field is Toms River North. And a great defensive effort there from Jace Willard.
Yeah, they just the defense just kept their zone there, and fairly easy clear.
Biley just takes it out of the way. Now it's number 22, Michael Venegas. Biley sets it over. And running back for it is number 28, Devin Zimmerman. Nice touch there. And running out of room for number 16, Anthony Ruggiero.
And Anthony Ruggiero is the leading goal scorer, coming in with 6 and a total of 14 points.
Cole Kurzawa set for the goal kick, the first of the day. Kurzawa with a good one. Taken immediately out of bounds by number 18, Ray Keller. Antonelli will throw it in to Jackson Biley. Biley's pass able to be kept in by Pino, but intercepted. Now moving down the field is Ruggiero. And taken out of play by Jackson Biley. Toms River North set to regroup. Toms River North moving it down the field. Shot opportunity goes just outside the net to the left side. It'll be a goal kick for Kurzawa.
Pretty even play here, I would say. Last minute or so, a lot of pressure by the Mariners.
Kurzawa gets us to the midfield. Headed down by number 29, Brazier. Biley able to get a footing on it. Cuts it inside. Still moving with his Gratterol. Miguel Gratterol evades the tackle. Gratterol inside to Michael. Brandon Michael shot. And it's deflected. First corner of the day coming up for Cherokee.
Just great ball possession there by Gratterol. Again, Miguel Gratterol was the one that scored late in that Cherry Hill East game to get him here.
Taking the corner today for the Chiefs is Jackson Biley. Cherokee looking to score first. With this opportunity. And the cross goes right back to Biley. Crossed again and headed up in the air. Shot. Going to go way out of bounds. And a goal kick for the keeper, Michael Vivalo. Vivalo sets it up. Ball goes to Brazier and hit off the back of Brazier. Possession, Cherokee. Substitution for the Chiefs, number 18, Matt Kraus checks out of the game for number 7, Chris Meter. Trombetta gets it out to Willard. Jace able to find Pino.
And Connor Chris Meter comes in today second in on the team, scoring 11 goals and also second on total points at 31.
Interesting that he didn't start today. Eckerd inside of Biley. Biley with the footwork. Biley taking it to the outside, cuts in. And we have offsides on Cherokee. Very close opportunity for Cherokee to capitalize. Cut short.
Yeah, pretty rare that you see that ball that close to the end line with Biley really controlling the ball and cutting it back and seeing it offsides. Again, the goalpost to us is the farthest from us, so we're not at the greatest angle for that goal.
Vivalo's goal kick set up for number 4, Eubanks. And Brazier could not hold on to it. Farnan gets back over to Willard. Willard with a chip pass. Broken down by Eubanks. Michael inside of Meter. Chris Meter through pass. Denied by number 22, Matt Bozachev. Pass inside from Ruggiero. Or Keller. And stolen away by Biley. Gratterol up the middle to Brandon Michael. And he dishes it over to Farnan. Pino. Back over to Farnan. And miscommunication sets that one out of play. Possession goes to Toms River North.
And both teams showing their speed because neither team can really set up, with a lot of long time possession. And so you're going to see a lot of short, crisp passes, possibly a long aerial into the corner, on and off. But both teams are on it, and they're playing both very well on offense and defense.
Set up and intercepted by Brandon Michael. And able to evade the tackle there. It's number 13 who sends it right over to Cole Kurzawa, number 13, Christian Casso. Kurzawa sends it down deep into Toms River North territory. Meter gets a foot on it. Meter double team cuts through, and he lost room with it. Now moving down the field is Brazier. Kicked away by Trombetta.
Have an offsides call on the long pass.
Free kick for Toms River North, number 22, Matt Bozachev. Looking in, able to find Ruggiero. Antonelli still with it. Had to come outside. Ruggiero takes a shot, deflected off of Biley's head, saved by Korzawa. Rolled right over to Chris Meter.
Yeah, a lot of times you see a deflection and it really, changes up the timing of the goal, but fortunately it was right at him.
Throw in from Eckerd. Now the pass inside to Keller. Looking for a setup. And now running down the field is number 6, Jake Bennett. Able to keep it in bounds. And whistle goes against Toms River North. Throw in for Cherokee, Alex Eckerd. Trombetta. Crosses it over to Willard. Willard's pass. Pino. Willard gets it over to Farnan. Kept in play by Eckerd. Alex Eckerd trying the through pass. No room for Gratterall. And a goal kick for Vivalo.
And for the Mariners, looks like number 11, James Homiak coming in. He's actually second on the team with 4 goals and 4 assists. Leads the team in assists.
Vivalo right to Pino. Willard sets it up to Gratterall. Now he gets it over to Pino. Dylan Pino. Farnan at the top. Finds Eckerd. Eckerd. No room to work there. Back to Vivalo. This one's a high punt. Kept in play, and Keller ran out of room. Patrick Winkleman checks into the game for Alex Eckerd.
And 23 for the Mariners, Devin Zimmerman. In for Toms River North.
Willard. Able to find Antonelli. Now here's Dylan Pino. Gets it over to Biley. The advance, Brandon Michael. Pino gets it back over to the midfield for Trombetta. Winkleman. Back to back passing. Michael can't beat the defender. Challenged by Meter. And now bringing up the field is Ray Keller. Kept in by Zimmerman. And taken out of play is Trombetta. Throw in for Toms River North.
Yeah,
Deep in.
Deep in the zone. I just ready to say that. Devin Zimmerman taking the throw in for the Mariners.
Zimmerman looks, fires it up.
Tough sun field.
Challenged, out of bounds. Cherokee possession. Winkleman. Set it out to Trombetta. Set it across to Willard. Trombetta gets over the middle to Meter. Chris Meter. Through pass to Gratterall. Contact there, he still holds on. Gratterall. Back over to Willard in the back. Through pass, runs out of room for Pino. Throw in for Toms River North. Zimmerman sets it up, and now Antonelli. Pass to Willard. Winkleman. Cherokee looking to set something up here. Pino gets over to Farnan. Farnan finds an open Winkleman. Winkleman crossing. Head up in the air by Zimmerman. And Michael forces the throw-in. Kept up by Pino. And kicked away beautifully by number 17, Michael Venegas.
Coming to 21 minutes, we're 0-0.
Michael cross. Head away, Biley still with it. Kept in by Michael. Stolen back by number 13, Christian Casso. And taken back by Antonelli. Slide tackle to give the ball back to Toms River North. Ruggiero. Ruggiero still going. Diving save from Kurzawa to prevent the cross and keep this game tied at 0.
Ruggiero was flying down that left side. He beat 2 or 3 Chiefs, but fortunately, Kurzawa was there with the save on the cross pass.
Broken off. Pass from Keller to Zimmerman.
That's on White. Oh, I would call on White for a but I'm not reffing. Usually you see the defender going down like that and the other person climbing up in the back, you're going to call it on the guy that, dropped down.
They still have possession.
Yeah, I thought the call was going to go against Toms River North.
Oh, I got you now. Gratterall sets it over to Michael. Cherokee with numbers. Michael slowing down the pace. Letting Cherokee regroup. Cross. And just missed on the opportunity. Field goal is good.
Now, Cherokee's really using the corners very, very effectively. They get it to a one-on-one, and they're using their speed and getting by, and that's like the second or third time they got by. And maybe we'll see that on the replay here.
This is actually the save
And let's take a look at the replay sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivoryrehab.com.
Well, it's Ruggiano going all the way down, beating 1 or 2 Chiefs. Passing it back, and a great save there, and by Cole Kurzawa.
Antonelli. Header by Willard. Now regained by Pino. Dylan Pino gets it back to Antonelli. And it's turned over. Taken out of bounds. We'll say last touch by Winkleman. Zimmerman for the throw-in. Zimmerman. High throw. Shot. Deflected. Kicked away by Gratterall. Cherokee escapes for the moment. And kicked out of harm by Antonelli.
A lot of sustained pressure there by the Mariners, but again, the Chiefs held up their end on defense.
Throwing again for Zimmerman. Try to find Venegas. Set up right to Kurzawa. Got it off the bounce. "16 minutes to go, 0-0 here from Cherokee. Header up the middle. Zimmerman tracks it down. Now trying to make a play is Brazier. Brazier deflected away by Antonelli. Meter gets it over to Farnan. Now Pino on the attack. Pino. We'll just send it over to Winkleman. Jackson Biley. Cherokee resetting. Antonelli to Michael. Michael. We have a substitution. Number 20, Tony Antonelli, and number 18, Matt Kraus back in. And coming out is number 19, Dylan Pino.
It looks like number 6, Jake Bennett, going back in for the Mariners.
As well as number 7, Chris Meter, coming out of the game. Farnan. Still with it. Stolen away by Bennett. Farnan. Gratterall. Gratterall shot. Just above the net.
We had a few of them today.
Let's take a look at the replay, sponsored by Ivory Rehab Physical Therapy on the web at ivoryrehab.com.
There's a good scoring chance there, and again, nice block on defense there by the Chiefs, prevented it from getting to the goalie.
That was Stevie Trebetta highlighted on that play. Jackson Biley goes out of bounds.
Gets tripped up. They're going to get a free kick here.
Let play on for Farnan. Antonelli. Brought down. Setting it away. Header from Winkleman. And Jackson Biley taking it back now. All the way to Stevie Trombetta. over to Michael. Brandon Michael takes a shot.
Oh,
And just above the net.
it's an excellent shot. Again, didn't get a lot of airtime on that like the last couple. As a good scoring opportunity for the Chiefs. And again, both teams are using the long pass and into the corners. And they're taking advantage of both teams with the speed. And boy, they're just counteracting each other so far with 12 minutes, a little over 12 minutes to go. Again, deadlock, no score.
Volo with the goal kick. And now Tony Antonelli. Throw in for Cherokee. Gets it to Antonelli. Trombetta. And there's no one open there. Possession goes right back to Toms River North. Throw in for number 9, Luke Montanil. Trombetta sets it high in the air. Kept up for the Chiefs. Biley. Able to get to it is Antonelli. Tony Antonelli. Gets over to Biley. Winkleman. Brandon Michael. Farnan cutting in. And the defensive effort there. Kept up by Willard. Jace Willard gets over to Biley. No call there, stays to Cherokee. Patrick Winkleman. Cherokee resetting. Winkleman finds Gratterall. Gratterall able to evade. Gratterall still going.
They're both tangled up. Hey, you got everything is orange right now, bud.
Great opportunity here for the Chiefs. Got like 2 or 3 trips in a row here. So they can take advantage.
Good distance free kick for Brandon Michael to try and untie this game. Brandon Michael for the lead. Curves it right to Vivolo for the save.
Well, he gets a little airtime on that. That's going to be an upper right-hand corner shot, and would have been very difficult to save.
Vivolo with a booming punt. And kept away. Luckily, Kurzawa there to make the stop. Less than 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Antonelli gets over to Gratterall. Winkleman. Michael inside to Gratterall. Gratterall tripped up. No whistle.
Wow.
And now here's Ruggiero for the Mariners. Ruggiero trips.
And that's a shame because it looked like a clear push in the back down the other side, and then get the call over here.
Free kick for Toms River North, Ray Keller. Trying to set something up, denied immediately by Brandon Michael. Setting it over, number 4, Eubanks. Ruggiero broken up by Kraus. Still fighting for it. And now Keller for Toms River North. Stolen away. Biley gets it up to the middle to Gratterall. Passes it over to the middle to Brandon Michael. Through pass. Gratterall does have speed. Kept in. And whistle going against Cherokee.
Great possession there, offensive possession for the Chiefs, and equal great defense there by the Mariners. I thought they were going to get a corner kick out, but it was saved, and then the penalty against the Chiefs.
Number 9, Luke Montanil taking the free kick. Good challenge by Biley as he wins the header. And Antonelli trying to play for the ball. Possession goes to Toms River North.
That's a good shield by Toms River, and it then created a penalty on the pull down.
And another free kick, this time for Jack Eubanks. Gets it over. Deflected in the air. Kurzawa doesn't see it. Ruggiero. Rolled right over by Kurzawa as he makes the save. Here's Tony Antonelli. Antonelli. Challenged. Possession stays Cherokee. Throws it in quickly to Farnan. 6 minutes to go. Patrick Winkleman able to keep it in play. Trombetta. This one is set out of bounds. Toms River North for the throw-in.
Looks like Chris Meter going back into the game for the Chiefs.
And coming out, number 20, Tony Antonelli, as well as number 8, Brandon Michael. Taking a seat for Dylan Pino. Trombetta tried to advance the header. And a collision between Biley and Casso. Kraus across. Shot just over the net. Best opportunity yet for the Chiefs. And it was Gratterall who could not.
Again, they're controlling the corners and the far end line. Good cross in, and like you said, one of the best opportunities for the Chiefs today.
And let's take a look at the replay. Kraus with just a beautiful cross, beating his man. Gratterall just a little too hard on that shot. Montanil collided with Gratterall for the moment, still has possession. Gets it over to Ruggiero. Slide tackle.
Still in.
A little bit of a crab walk from Patrick
Yeah,
Winkleman.
I think he's going to call it dangerous on the Chiefs. That's going to be restarted on the ground. Great effort by both teams, though, there.
Possession stays for the Mariners.
I have to leave at like 4:45.
Devin Zimmerman.
Again, bad sun field here. Both a lot of players up there shielding their eyes from the sun.
Tough play.
Oh,
Kurzawa able to dive on it.
Almost a deflection into the net.
I had a good shot of that. Camera third.
Cole Kurzawa sets it high and deep. Pino keeping it in for the Chiefs on the attack. Pino gets over to Biley. Biley trying to keep it in is Kraus. Double teamed. Possession stays for Cherokee. Will be a throw-in. Matt Kraus. Throw will now be by Jackson Biley. Defense from Zimmerman. Ball goes out of play. And a goal kick coming up for Vivalo. .130 left to play here in this first half. No score. Sets it up. Moving down the field is Casso.
Looks like he carried it out of bounds. Going to be a throw in with over a minute. Throw in for the Chiefs.
Thrown by Antonelli. Chris Meter. Able to win was Eubanks. Still with it. Casso. Zimmerman. And broken up by the Cherokee defense. And stolen away immediately by number 28. Devin Zimmerman, or John Brazier. We have time now to take a look at the replay. It was Zimmerman. Got it right to Kurzawa. That will take us to the end of the first half. No score, but a lot of action from both sides.
Absolutely. Well played on both teams. Both teams had opportunities to score, and both defenses have held their own, and plus their goalies have held their own, and that's why we're scoreless here at the first half.
40 minutes still to play as they get a quick 10-minute break to rest their legs, try and put one on the board. Cherokee 0, Toms River North 0.
And I don't know if the sun is going to be down for the second half, but if it's still the way it is now, then the Cherokee goaltender will be looking into the sun, see if that makes a difference.
And we'll be throwing to a brief intermission, be back with the start of the second half.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK-MENU or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction. providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600 and on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto. Automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And we are back. We're back here with the start of the second half. Cherokee Chiefs and Toms River North Mariners tied at 0. 40 minutes still to play.
Here comes sideline report.
Coming up. Student. It's time now for the Johnson Sideline Report. Remember, your year with a one-of-a-kind yearbook for your student. Yearbooks and parent ads available online at johnsons.com. Let's send it over to Hannah Short with the report.
All right, in the first half of today's game, we have yet to see a score, but what we have seen is great attitude, loud communication, and strong, aggressive defense. Moving into the second half of the game, we hope to see a score on the board from either of the teams.
Thanks, Hannah.
Absolutely, and we always said even in the pregame, when they get this far down into the tournaments, the first goal is going to be very important, and certainly going to be here in the second half.
We're on top of like 2.1 to 2.4, like Mongols and trade.
And again, the
We just had our
Mariners goalie will be looking into the sun. However, it doesn't seem to be as strong. And as I look over my shoulder, we'll probably be out of the sun in about 10 or 15 minutes. So that may not come into play in the second half.
Toms River North will start with possession to begin this second half.
Do you guys not do BBQs?
Getting it through.
In an AP World class. That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah. But I'd rather do
Meter.
BBQs at home than tests in school.
Meter using his speed. Meter beats Eubanks. Cuts it in to Michael. Brandon Michael's shot. Still in play.
Yeah.
Gets it over to Gratterall.
Well, this year's
Gratterall. Biley shot. It's in! Jackson Biley. 1-0 Cherokee.
Now, I was just ready to say there was two great defensive plays there by the back, Michael Vanegas, number 17. But Cherokee gets it back to Jackson Biley, almost called him Luke again, and he buried it.
Less than a minute into this start of the second half, there's the first answer of the day. And it goes to the Cherokee Chiefs at number 10, Jackson Biley.
And that certainly was no fluke, as we'll hopefully see the rebound or the replay here again on the goal. Well, we caught right at the end. Maybe we can roll it back a little bit. Yeah, we caught it. Okay. Just a blistering low left shot by Biley.
Possession for the Chiefs. Brought down by Brazier. Keller. And set out of play. Back to Cherokee for a throw-in. Alex Eckerd.
Well, it used to be Lennoxie and
Gratterall sets it up to Farnan.
I think Lennoxie and
Dave Farnan tried to find Michael there. Could not. Trombetta trying to set something up. Goes right to Bavalo. There was a change at goalkeeper for the Cherokee Chiefs at the start of the second half. It's now Logan Gebhardt taking the net for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats, and it looked like they do switch on and off throughout the year because the number of saves was almost equal of both players there.
Eckerd. Eubanks header to Keller. Keller to Ruggiero. Broken up by Farnan.
I was not live. I was not live.
Now here's Chris Meter.
Oh, I think you did it. Oh, wait, no. Where was
Meter.
Yeah.
Inside him, Brandon Michael. Through pass to Gratterall. Slide tackle and a beauty
Is that a
from number 28, Devin Zimmerman. Another save from Vivalo. Trying to just keep it 1-0.
That very easily could have been 2-0, but again, great defensive play there by number 28, Devin Zimmerman.
That was CCJ, but we didn't get to see any of the bands for CCJ, so it was less though.
Down the field. Possession back to Cherokee. Goal kick for Gebhardt. As we have time to take a look at the replay.
There's a save again by 17. Nice cross back. And Biley buried it.
We have a whistle.
Okay, we were looking at the replay, so we really didn't see what happened, but we do see the player on both teams down, and
Looks like a challenge between Ray Keller and Alex Eckerd.
anyway, it's going to go against the Chiefs. Good scoring opportunity here for number 23, Devin Zimmerman.
Zimmerman. Cross. This one goes right out of play.
But too far.
Chris Meter. Still going. Antonelli gets it over to Trombetta.
I did it all last year, but this year I haven't done it.
Kraus finds Biley. Biley will set it over to the defense. It's Antonelli. Meter to Michael. Michael over to Meter. Back to Brandon Michael. Broken up, challenged by Zimmerman. And a nice challenge there. Still going for the Chiefs. Try to find Kraus there. Ball's at midfield, broken down off the head by Willard. Now Matt Kraus. Gets it over to Gratterol. And sending it over to Ray Keller. Keller. Crossing it out to the other side of the field for Ruggiero. And Meter steals it away. Now Ruggiero for Toms River North. Through pass. Nicky Antonelli sets it back. Booming strike.
Boom shot there. And Connor, we have a little conflicting here with the numbers. One list have number 23 as Devin Zimmerman and number 28 Devin Zimmerman. So we're kind of confused which players. This is also on the Toms River North side. We did have number 23 Vin O'Donnell, but he was crossed off. So I'm not sure which one is 23 or 23 and 28. It's either Devin Zimmerman has two numbers, but he can't be out there at the same time. So we apologize for any confusions.
Bennett. Willard sets it out of play. Here's Zimmerman.
Yeah, I did.
Tough play. Gratterol beats him. Gratterol and Cherokee with numbers. Broken up.
Looking for a handball, not going to get it.
Gets over to Pino. Dylan Pino.
I'm gonna figure it out. Hold on.
Well, they had the advantage, so maybe that's why it wasn't called, but I don't think it was going to get called.
Benner goes down. Farnan keeps it up
Iris, right?
for the Chiefs.
No, Iris.
And Biley will reset it back over to Stevie Trombetta. Antonelli. Michael to Farnan.
It's right, this right here. It's on auto.
Biley gets it to Kraus. Kraus. Can't beat Brazier.
Is that better?
And now checking into the game, number 24, Nicholas Stiles. And coming in is number 18, Matt Kraus. Back flip and all, and heads it away.
And that play was started way back at Shawnee High School with a fellow by the name of Darren Doyle, at least 25 years ago. At one point, I thought that was not allowed, but I guess it's allowed again.
Header!
Oh, off the post.
Stevie Trombetta.
Goaltender's best friend.
Comes in clutch for Vivalo. Vivalo sets it up. Now running with it is Nick Stiles. Last touch by, we'll go with Zimmerman. That will do it for Stiles as we take a look at the replay. It's a great corner setup. No deflection at all of Stevie Trombetta, just off the left of the post.
On a bounce, if it was just on the bounce on the inside of the post, it would have gone in.
Pino inside, Gratterall, and taken out of play by number 28. Header, just off to the right. Cherokee attacking.
Yeah, they're keeping the pressure up, and as you can see, the defense is for the Mariners, they're not running at anybody. They're really setting back, keeping their organization, like I said in one of our keys of the game, and just happy to contain them and hopefully prevent that big shot.
Gratterall gets over to Kraus. Kraus through pass, gets over to Brandon Michael. Michael looking for an outlet. Can't beat the defender. Now running upfield is Casso to Bennett. Jake Bennett gets it over to Brazier. Brazier taken away for the moment. Kept in by Casso. Casso.
It was deflected off of White, so it'll be a goal kick for the Chiefs.
And now subbing out is number 8, Brandon Michael. Coming into this game now back in is number 7, Chris Meter. Kick gets to Kraus, stolen away by Casso. And now running with it down the field is Brazier. Good challenge by Kraus.
That went out of bounds there, so it'll be a goal kick again for the Chiefs.
Logan Gebhardt. Kicks it away. Brought down by Gratterall. Gratterall gets it to Antonelli. Able to get Meter. Chris Meter using the footwork. And goes down.
I think it's just outside the 18.
But a free kick for Cherokee nonetheless. And it's Chris Meter, their second highest scorer.
Yeah, but people don't care about the feet, right? They just want to see faces. They thought that was the ball.
Sets it up. And no room there for Cherokee to work with. Will be a Vivalo goal kick for the Mariners. Vivalo. Still battling. Won by Cherokee, Miguel Gratterall. Chiefs on the attack. Pino. Tried to beat his man. Kept in play by Biley for the moment. Set up to Gratterall, broken up. Now Jake Bennett for Toms River North. Sets it up high and played on the footing of Jace Willard and set out of bounds.
Then you get the shot. If it's just like the 3D shot of Anthony.
Ray Keller
That'd be so fun.
throwing it in.
Hit by a ball. I remember yelling at a ref in soccer.
Casso broken up by Kraus. And Kraus able to beat Bennett. And now kicking up steam is Miguel Gratterall. Meter gets it over to Michael. Michael beats his man. Brandon Michael cutting inside. Cross pass for nobody. Bennett kicks it out of play.
That's great control down there in the left corner. Another great scoring opportunity, cutting the ball back for the Chiefs. Unfortunately, did go off of, fortunately, went off of the Mariners. Going to be a corner kick. Corner kick number 2, I believe.
This time, Brandon Michael
I think it's 3.
taking the kick, trying to extend their lead. Trombetta, header, another header, and brought down by Trombetta. Trombetta gets it through and just over the net.
Trombetta was triple teamed. Got the ball through the legs. A nice shot, a little bit too high, a little bit too left, but a great effort there by Trombetta.
Bavalo sets it up in midfield. Biley, played by Gratterall. Now running with steam is Chris Meter. Battling and able to beat it is Luke Montanil for Toms River. And now Casso. Challenged by Brandon Michael, won by Brandon Michael. Montanil keeps it in play. And it will be last touched by Michael. Luke Montanil for the throw-in as we have time to take a look at the replay. Trombetta, yep, right through his legs. Tried the shot just over the net. And now Brazier off the back of Antonelli. Ruggiero tried to cut it in and broken up by the Cherokee defense. David Farnan gets it over to Meter. Chris Meter to Farnan. Through pass down the field to Gratterall. Meter taking it inside. Meter cross. No go there, and it's a goal kick for Toms River North. Number 13, AJ Hummel, checking in for the Chiefs. And coming out of the game for the first time today, number 11, Miguel Gratterall. AJ Hummel. And now moving quickly, but taken away by Willard. Played on the footing. Last touch by Kraus. Possession to the Mariners. Keller, Ruggiero, Now running is Casso. Casso falls and kicked away by Willard. Ruggiero taking it to the side. And a great challenge on the ball by Kraus. Brazier fighting for it.
Off the top of my head,
Keeps possession.
I don't think it's.
Montanil off the post. Gets in!
2 rebounds there for the Mariners. They didn't miss the second one.
Ray Keller, with exactly 20 minutes to go, has tied it up. After the multiple opportunities, Toms River North connects, and we're tied.
Yeah, 2 or 3 fine opportunities for the Chiefs to put the second goal in. Couldn't get it done. Mariners come down, a lot of pressure. They won the corner. On the second rebound, the Mariners tied this baby up with 20 minutes left in the second half.
We got ourselves a ball game now. Winkleman. Trombetta. Gets over to Antonelli. Try to find Hummel and he runs out of space.
I don't think they're doing like.
Goal kick
I think it's like.
for Vivallo.
Well, Chiefs just have to, forget what just happened and keep the pressure going on like they did prior to that goal.
Chapman was also doing it, where it was like you can submit like examples of like creative work.
Vivallo
I know there's like a creative.
sets
way,
and deals.
And then other than that, I don't.
Header broken up and stolen away. Kraus tried to find Hummel and kicked out of play by number 17, Michael Venegas.
Like the application. 'Cause I'm applying it.
Winkleman passes back out to the defense. Stevie Trombetta.
It's annoying because all these places have like portfolio deadlines that they don't really advertise. You just kind of have to figure it out. Like, if you-
Antonelli.
'cause they'll advertise like early
Here's
access,
Brandon Michael.
but they,
Hummel
like the cap-
inside to Biley.
like November 1st.
Still kept up by Farnan.
Application isn't due until after. It's like, why are you
And a slide to get it out of the way by Devin Zimmerman. Biley to Kraus. Through his legs, but kept up by Keller. Keller taking it to the corner.
Corner, just over the line off of White.
Corner for Cherokee. Trying to take back the lead with 17:50 to go here in this Group 4 semifinal match. Jackson Biley. Set up in the air for Winkleman. Now here's Brazier, 4 Toms River North. Willard Brazier, and kicks it away. Gebhardt sends it out of trouble. Right to Tony Antonelli, who can't keep it in play. As we have time to take a look at the replay, sponsored by Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy.
Okay, here's the goal again, winning in the corner, crossing it in.
Luke Montanil.
And there was one save. Oh, was this actually? Okay. It was actually, it wasn't a rebound. I believe it was a block on one of the Cherokee defenders. And while the goaltender was down, lifted it up off his hand and into the net to tie this baby up.
And Alex Eckert with the first defensive play off the back. Kept it out of the net for the moment. Ball came right back to Keller, and he punched it in. As we are tied. Checking back into the game is number 7, Chris Meter for A.J. Hummel.
I just thought the dash was like where to actually like stop when it's going through.
as well as number 18, Matt Kraus, back in for number 20, Tony Antonelli. Throw in for Cherokee. That was Nikki Antonelli. Inside is Gratterall. Challenge won by Farnan. Fighting for it, Kraus. Meter. Chris Meter, footwork. Broken up by Zimmerman. This one goes out of play. Throw in for Cherokee. Patrick Winkleman. Throws it up to Biley. Tried the through pass to Brandon Michael. And it's right to Montanil for the opposing throw-in. Now Ruggiero back in for the Mariners as number 29, Josh Brazier, checking out.
A little obstruction there. And it's going to go the other way. Well, I was wrong again.
Montanil for the free kick. 14:15 to go. Sets it up. Ruggiero. Antonelli goes down, no call. And that through pass runs out of room. Cherokee will get it back with the goal kick coming up for Logan Gebhardt. Gebhardt. Getting over is Montanil, who sets it out of play. Cherokee will get the throw-in. It will be Nikki Antonelli. Setting up with a through pass. Chris Meter beats the goalie, but he goes down. And Chris Meter, slow to get up. Chiefs wanted a call, no call. Rouse.
That's certainly the right play on the goalie's part to come out, but I don't know if there's a little extracurricular activity there, but apparently not enough for a call.
Trombetta. Gets it over to Biley. Jackson Biley kicks it back over to Patrick Winkleman. And last touch by Zimmerman. Possession to the Chiefs. Nick Stiles back in for the throw-in.
See who's going to do the handspring again.
Does it so effortlessly. Winkleman. And this one goes out of play. Zimmerman's throwing. Misses Bennett. Possession goes back to Cherokee. Confusion between the refs and the coaches. And a yellow card given to head coach Glenn Thompson.
Yeah, I think he was still complaining about that the takeout by the goalie. I'm just surmising that, and I think there was a warning by the ref, and unfortunately, Coach Thompson went a little bit beyond that and got the yellow card.
Possession still stays for the Chiefs. And running out of room was Michael. Throw in for Toms River North. Zimmerman. Farnan. Antonelli. Gratterol. Antonelli cross off the foot of Meter and in the hands of Vivalo for the easy save. Ten minutes to go in a 1-1 game. This is a great punt here from Vivalo. Challenge won by the Chiefs. Brandon Michael. Defended by Eubanks. Casso on the attack. Casso gets over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman double teamed. Ruggiero broken up by Sam Snyder. Now running down the field is Brandon Michael. He gets it to Gratterol. Gratterol cross. Chris Meter header.
Great setup there. Great quick transition by the Chiefs. Great scoring opportunity. Unfortunately, headed right to the Mariners goalie.
Vivalo set to punt it away.
Another monster punt by Vivalo.
Sam Snyder gets it over. Kraus to Biley. Back to Kraus. Up to the middle for Brandon Michael. Transition pass to Gratterol. Can't be kept in.
Just a little bit too much on that pass. It was a good effort to try to keep it in, but again, we're on that turf, and it's very quick action out there.
As we have time to take a look at the replay, sponsored by Ivory Rehab.
Here's the last play. Control of Gratterol on the left side. Setting up Meter for the header. And unfortunately, right to Vivalo.
Free kick for Toms River. Montanil setting it up. Biley. Contact to Casso.
Nice spin move.
Casso pass just off to the left side. Team is looking for the corner. They don't get it.
Yeah, I think they were looking for a deflection off the Chiefs. I didn't see a deflection from up here. So it's going to be a goal kick.
Logan Gebhardt. Cheap kick to Antonelli. Stolen away. Jake Bennett. Inside, broken up by Trombetta. And they issue substitution. Devin Zimmerman and Jace Willard checking in for both sides. Coming out of the game is Nikki Antonelli. And number 17, Michael Venegas. Devin Zimmerman for the throw-in. Great challenge, Casso. Kept up, Brazier. Still fighting for it. Has possession.
Nice save there.
Cross broken up. High in the air. And a collision. No. And a call against Toms River North.
Yeah, he got high in the air, but also got his body, so it's going to be free kick for the Chiefs with just under 5.5 minutes left. Second half, we're deadlocked at 1.
Gebhardt. Staying Cherokee possession. Quick throw by Willard. Michael Cross. Captain Ralston.
And it deflected off of the Chiefs, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Mariners.
Willard. We'll say last touch by number 30, Pablo Quiroz.
And Matt Krause came out of that game working on his hamstring there.
Jackson Biley fighting for it. And David Farnan keeping it in for the Chiefs. Gets over to Ralston. And they'll say last touched by Ralston Esfahanazada. Zimmerman. Keller, broken up. Snyder, last touched. Going to Cherokee.
I think it was overturned by the ref. It's going to be Mariners ball.
Devin Zimmerman. Last couple of minutes here, Toms River North has really had good possession control. As that header.
The linesman called a push, I believe. Looked like he made a pushing motion. So Chiefs will get it back with 2.5 left.
A lot of action for just a 1-1 game.
Absolutely, back and forth the whole day.
Broken up by. And a whistle going against the Chiefs. And the crowd is not happy with that call.
Not happy with the call. He got the ball, but I think he might have got a foot on the leg even after he touched the ball. Sometimes they let that go, but not in this case.
Devin Zimmerman with a free kick. Low pass there. Right back to Zimmerman. Crosses it. Headed away by Snyder. And this one just A booming pass, too much.
Yeah, they tried to open it up because everybody's bunched up on this side. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too strong, so it's going to result in the throw-in for Cherokee. About 1:15 left.
Willard for the throw-in. Turnover going and kicked out of the way by Biley. Challenge between Ralston and Bozachev. Contact there, no call. And now a call. Possession will stay with the Chiefs. Inside 40 seconds to go here in this second half. Trombetta sets it up. Casso with the header. Head down, and now Devin Zimmerman.
Oh, yeah.
And Brazier and Snyder. Ten seconds. Zimmerman has to get it in quick. Throws it up. Header. Deflection. Still in the air. And kicking out of trouble is Biley to take us to overtime for the second day straight of LDTV Sports.
Well, we expected this. We had an overtime game yesterday with the Shawnee girls in Ocean City. Actually, the boys. And we're here again, going to overtime. Again, 2 minutes if we need it. It's a golden goal. And after 2 10s, if there's no score, we go to PKs. And these two teams we mentioned before were here last year in the South Jersey Finals. Same scenario, just in the semifinals this year.
Both of these teams want to make it to this championship run. It's just a matter of who wants it more.
And again, just like we expected, roller coaster. Each team had times of their possession and scoring opportunities. You see great defense on both sides. Big saves by the goalies, and that's one of the reasons, and many reasons, why we're deadlocked here at 1 going into the first overtime.
And we'll throw to a brief intermission and be back with the start of overtime.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. Mammoth Restoration and Reconstruction, providing 24/7 water damage emergency services for water extraction, water damage cleanup, and repairs throughout South Jersey. 609-859-5600 and on the web at mammothrestoration.net. Main Street Auto, automotive services you can count on for over 20 years. 856-985-4771. On the web at marltonmainstreetauto.com. Uncluttered, a Lenape alumni-owned business providing professional organization with simple, budget-friendly solutions and maximum results. 856-230-2623 and on the web at uncluttered.space. That's UNCLUTTERD.space. For more information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 868,000, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And we are back here for the start of overtime here at Cherokee High School. Reminder, both these teams tied at 1 apiece. As we'll take a look at our next game, it's going to be this Friday. The Highland Tartans are visiting the Seneca Golden Eagles for second round playoff coverage of Friday Night Lights. You won't want to miss this.
And Seneca remains undefeated this year. They're having one fantastic year.
So we have time to thank today's crew. As always, I'm Connor McAndrew alongside Joe Malagrana. Today's sideline, Hannah Short. Our option 2 students, Jackson Nick, M. Weimer, Aiden McGee, Tyler DeSanto, Eli Francoeur, Celeste Yaney, Nathan Steinberg, and Jackson Gruber for crew. And a great job for our crew today. Possession starts for the Chiefs. Back to the defense for Nikki Antonelli. Snyder sends it over the middle to Brandon Michael. Biley gets it to Matt Krause. Last touch, they'll say, by Zimmerman. Antonelli throws it in right to Gratterall. Gratterall gets it to Biley. Farnan inside to Pino. Biley gets it over to the other side and kept in play. Here's Casso. Casso's pass to Zimmerman. Casso trying to use his foot. Stolen away by Gratterall. Biley over to Brandon Michael. Michael gets it to Pino. Dylan Pino on the attack. The shot!
Oh!
Off the post and out! Oh my goodness! Off the post, and we play on.
It'll be a corner. It'll be a corner for the Chiefs, but everybody here thought that was going in.
Nearly the game winner to send him to the championship by Dylan Pino. Saved once again by the goalie's best friend. Jackson Biley. Corner. Now running out for it is Pino, setting it up. Nikki Antonelli. Willard. Gets it over to Farnan. Farnan. And we have a whistle going against the Mariners. Cherokee maintains possession. Miguel Gratterall gets it over to Michael. Brandon Michael still with it. And stolen away by Casso. Brazier kicked away by Trombetta. Heroes gets it over to Eubanks. Stolen away for the second. Brandon Michael, 2-on-1. Gratterall, shot, save, rebound, and he recovers. Vivolo comes up huge for Toms River North.
Great action here in the first overtime.
Had the initial save, lost out of his hands, able to recover. Possession's on the ground for the Chiefs. And now moving down the field is Farnan. Pino goes down, no call. Farnan
Got advantage.
sets it up. Michael for the win! The header by Brandon Michael to send the Chiefs to the Group 4 championship. And he's greeted by his whole team out to the track field. What a finish here at Cherokee High School. The Chiefs advance to the championship for back-to-back years.
And again, there was a penalty against the Mariners. Fortunately, we had the advantage. Fortunately, the referee gave us the advantage signal. and the Chiefs finished it after that.
Brandon Michael putting the team on his back and sending them to the championship to await the winner of Rancocas Valley and Kingsway, as we'll take a great look at this replay.
There was the penalty, but again, it was advantage.
Gratterol.
Gratterol with the cross.
And Brandon Michael beats the goalie left side.
Couldn't get any better than that. There's a lot. Sometimes the ref won't give you the advantage, and you know, sometimes you don't know why, because if that penalty gets called, that stops the momentum of, you know, the Chiefs. But fortunately, I mean, it was the right call. It was a penalty. It was on the advantage, and the Chiefs took advantage of it, and they advanced to the championship final round. Again, as you said, against Rancocas Valley, the winners of Rancocas Valley and Kingsway, they're playing today.
Cherokee stays dancing here in the Group 4 tournament. Toms River North, unfortunately, has their season come to an end, finishing with an 11-2-1 record.
And I tell you, Toms River shouldn't hold their head down, because they gave it their all. They're one great team. But it was beat by the Cherokee Chiefs. They move on.
As we'll be back with our play and player of the game.
Connect with the Lenape Regional High School District highlights page on Facebook to see outstanding achievements of our students and staff. Just type LRHSD highlights, hit like, and you'll get the latest updates on achievements in academics, extracurricular activities, community service, and athletics from all 4 of the Lenape District's high schools. From success in the classroom, to volunteering in the community, to milestones on the court, there's a lot to like with the Lenape Regional High School District highlights page.
We're back here from Cherokee High School. Cherokee advancing to the championship game after the overtime winner from Brandon Michael, as it's time now for the equitable player of the game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, communities, and other needs-based products since 1859. Equitable, together we'll build the right strategy for your future. Call 732-452-7275. Let's send it down to Hannah Short, standing by for the interview.
All right, I'm here with our player of the game, Brandon Michael from the Cherokee Chiefs. He scored our game-winning goal. So I want to talk about the game play-by-play. So first, what was going through your mind when you scored that first goal?
Oh my God, it was great. First goal in, we're pushing hard. Teamwork was insane. And we felt good. It felt real good. And then we thought we had that from there. We're just going to keep putting more and more in.
Yeah, and then obviously the other team scored another goal. So what was going on in your mind when they tied up that game and you really went into overtime?
It was a little shock, but we kept through. We were there.
Mm-hmm.
We just kept pushing. We knew we weren't going to give up. We were going to the end,
and that really showed throughout the whole game. Your guys' pushing in the defense and the offense and not giving up even in overtime. So congratulations again and good luck at your championship game.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck in your game.
Thanks, Hannah. And we just saw off camera that Brandon Michael was able to avoid the shower from his teammates.
The Gatorade splash missed them.
As it's time now to take a look at the Allstate Good Hands Play of the Game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC 609-654-1426, or at Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands.
There was a takedown there. The advantage. to the corner. I guess it's Grady roll. A pass in and a
Leap of
game
faith.
winner right there.
Brandon Michael sending his team to the championship to await the winner of Cocos Valley and Kingsway. There's your score. The Cherokee Chiefs, the 2 seed, advance to the championship game. They win 2-1 over the Toms River North. We'll be back this Friday. Friday Night Lights, playoffs round 2. Be there.
Go Phillies.
Go Phillies. As always, I'm Connor McAndrew alongside Joe Malgrano. We'll see you next time.